Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss collision. An event during which the particles of the system come close to each other is called collision, and the forces due to collision are assumed to be much larger than any external forces present. There are two types of collision: inelastic collision and elastic collision. Inelastic collision is the collision in which the momentum is conserved but the kinetic energy does not. Means the final momentum of the system is equal to initial momentum and the final kinetic energy is not equal to initial kinetic energy. And in elastic collision, elastic collision is the collision in which the final momentum of the system is conserved and kinetic energy is also conserved. Means the final momentum of the system is equal to initial momentum and final kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy. Elastic collision, provided that the direction of motion remains the same as it was before collision. And now to find the velocity of constituent particles after collision, let us consider a body of mass m1 is moving with velocity v1 and a body of mass m2 is moving with velocity v2. After some time they collide, and after collision, velocity of the first body becomes u1 and the velocity of the second body becomes u2. By law of conservation of momentum, m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Now by rearranging the term m1 minus m1 v1 minus m1 u1 is equal to m2 u2 minus m2 v2. Now common m1 from this side, so m1 into v1 minus u1 is equal to common m2 from this side, so m2 into u2 minus v2. And this equation A and this equation 1. And by law of conservation of energy, by 1 divided by 2 m1 v1 square plus 1 divided by 2 m2 v2 square is equal to 1 divided by 2 m1 u1 square plus 1 divided by 2 m1 m2 u2 square. Now dividing both sides by 1 by 2, so m1 v1 square plus m2 v2 square is equal to m1 u1 square plus m2 u2 square. Now by rearranging the terms, m1 v1 square minus m1 u1 square is equal to m2 u2 square minus m2 v2 square. Now common m1 from this side, so v1 square minus u1 square is equal to m2 into u2 square minus v2 square. Now dividing both sides by equation 1, let this equation 2. Now dividing first m1 into v1 minus u1 into v1 plus u1 is equal to m2 into u2 minus v2 into u2 plus v2. Let this equation 2. Now dividing equation 2 by equation 1, m1 into v1 minus u1 into v1 plus u1 is equal to m2 into v2 minus u2 minus v2 into u2 plus v2 and m1 v1 minus u1 and m2 into u2 minus v2. Now v1 plus u1 is equal to u2 plus v2. Now by rearranging the terms, u1 is equal to u2 plus v2 minus v1 and u2 is equal to u1 plus v1 minus v2. Let this equation A and this equation B. Now to find the value of u1 we need u2 and to find the value of u2 we need u1. Now to find u1. Now to find the values of u1 in terms of known quantities, now to find the value of u1 in terms of known quantities, now to find the value of u1 in terms of known quantities, put value of equation B in A. So with equation A is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Now by putting away equation B in equation A, m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 and putting the value of u2 equation B, putting equation B in equation A into u1 plus v1 minus v2. So now m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u1 plus m2 v1 minus m2 v2. Now by rearranging the terms, m1 u1 plus m2 u1 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 u2 v2, m2 v2 minus m2 v1 plus m2 v2. So m1 u1 plus m2 u1 is equal to m1 v1 minus m2 v1 is equal plus adding both, so 2m2 v2. Now common u1 from this side, so u1 into m1 plus m2 is equal to common v1 from this side, so v1 into m1 minus m2 plus 2m2 v2. So u1 is equal to v1 into m1 minus m2 plus 2m2 v2 and divided by m1 plus m2. This is the value of u1. Now to find u2 in terms of non-quantities, put equation A, small a in capital A. This is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Now by putting value of equation A in capital A, m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 into v2 plus v2 minus v1 plus m2 u2. m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 u2 plus m1 v2 minus m1 v1 plus m2 u2. Now by rearranging the terms, m1 u2 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 minus m1 v2 plus m1 v1. Now m1 u2 plus m2 u2 is equal to 2 m2 v2 minus m1 v2 plus 2 m1 v1. Now u2 into m1 plus m2 is equal to m2 v2 into m2 minus m1 plus 2 m1 v1. So u2 is equal to v2 into m2 minus m1 plus 2 plus 2 m1 v1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the value of u2. Now we have find u1 and value of u1 and u2. Means we have found the velocity of the constituent particles after collision. Thanks.